Alright, what's going on YouTube? Hope you're having a fantastic day. If not, certainly hope it gets better for you. Starting off the video, hood open, got some parts we're going to install on the STI today. Was initially going to buy a Stage 1 Plus kit from Cobb, new. Went on their website and it was actually back ordered. I was going to go through our local Subaru shop, but when I posted about it on the local Facebook page, I had a guy reach out to me about the intake. And then there's another guy on the giant Subaru STI page, and he actually buys those like the access ports. He sells married ones, unmarried ones. From my understanding, he'll buy unmarried ones and use the parts in broken access ports. So I bought an access port from him, bought the intake from a local guy. I actually got I got the entire box and the tubes and everything for less than the cost of just the intake tube new. So shout out to him. Super cool guy, super nice guy. His store, his bubble tea place, my wife really liked, so really awesome. Don't worry about the Subaru decal. It was on there when I bought the car. I'm just gonna leave it because I really don't care. I don't usually pop my hood anyway. So same thing with with the Subaru badges of ownership. Kind of terrifying that it has Rally on it. I really hope it hasn't been too abused. So anyway, I've got the intake box. I'm going to put that in. I don't have, and he told me I didn't have it, the delete kit for the sound generator, which I think, it's got a bolt missing. It's fine. Which I think the Cobb one doesn't have the tube here anyway, so may just have to go to Lowe's and plumb something up, or get something to either block it off here, block it off back there, which isn't going to be a huge deal. I'm not really worried about it right back there anyway. I can always put some electrical tape or something over it until I can get the kit. I think Mishimoto has one for like $20, which I need to get a mount anyway for the access port. You guys probably saw in my last video that I had this box here, this little pack from the access port, and this actually doesn't even have an access port in it. This is just a extra faceplate. When I had a previous car, I had an access port, and like an idiot, I traded it in with the access port. I didn't unmarry it. I should have unmarried it, and then that way I could have sold it, but they gave me a hard time about it, so I just left it. So anyway, I'm going to pull this intake box off, put the other intake box on. I'll go and update the access port, load the maps. It should be Stage 1 Plus 91 octane. I'm going to go ahead and get all the maps, the standard wastegate, the high wastegate, and the low wastegate. I'll load the standard on and then take it for a drive. I've heard that sometimes there may be some wastegate issues, but I think we should be okay. Once I get that on, once I get the box on, I'll take some video of it and show what it looks like. And then once we go from there, we'll get some video of it, or we'll get some. I might take some videos of some poles. But all right, catch you on the next one. All right, so we got the intake box on. It took probably about 30 minutes. I watched a video on it, just kind of explaining it. I am going to have to get some way to block this off, just because it's still there. It looks like, yeah. So there's that. And then, so let's get something to block that off in some way, shape, or form. I did have to do a little, you have to twist this just right to get everything to line up. The box may have been a little bit bent. It did take a little bit of persuasion to get all the holes to line up, which, I mean, that's kind of to be expected. It's made of, I don't know if this is aluminum or, it's aluminum, so it just took a little bit of persuasion. I got it in there. Everything lines up. I was watching the video, because it didn't come with actual instructions, they recommend running the MAF underneath the wiring for it. It's actually got some really sharp edges there. Here, there's like a rubber gasket, so I just ran it through there. Like I said, I don't really care about what it necessarily looks like. I'll figure something out with that. I'll go back and pull up the Cobb instructions, and if it says to run underneath, then we'll do that and make whatever whatever adjustments we need to. Kind of funny as well, because when I was under here, whoever had this car before, I'm assuming probably had an aftermarket radiator, because the fans, this bolt was tight, but there's two underneath. There's actually one missing, which was, one of them was really loose, was about to fall off. The other one was completely disappeared, so I'm gonna have to get something for that. And then when I bought the car, I didn't realize this, but I was at a meet and I got pointed this out. Just the washer fluid, it's broken, but so far everything else seems like it's tight. It hasn't been touched or anything like that. I just need to kind of button up a couple things and snug everything up, and we'll be good. All right, so we have the intake box in. I've went ahead and updated the access port. Currently running the install. We're running the 3.5 is the version that we're running for the map. We're running the standard wastegate with the boost select, which will allow you, sorry, my car's filthy, just got back from a trip. On the S drive, it'll actually limit your boost depending on which map you're using. Intelligent will have the least, and Sport Sharp will have the most boost. Target boost for 91 octane is 17.5 psi. So I'll update that screen up there, and then looks like we're almost installed here. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so follow up on the previous video. I do have the access port mounted. I got this mount off of Amazon for like 20 bucks. It was super cheap. Got that in along with the intake, and turbo sounds are really cool. I'll see if I can get some shots and throw it in to the video. Turbo sounds cool with the intake, and then of course the stage 1 tune, just the standard tune worked fine. I didn't need anything special, so worked out perfect. Alright, so I said I got the intake on the car. We're going to do a pull here. So I don't know if you can hear that. It's kind of hard to do, especially while driving, especially taking video with a phone. But luckily we're here in Mexico, so they don't really care. As you can hear, I got the exhaust on here. It doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, I just wanted to throw this little clip in there. So if anyone wanted to know what the Cobb SF intake with the airbox sounds like, that's what it sounded like.